or for cyclists, which we see as kind of an endangered species in Lisbon. So there are not a lot of them on the streets, and there's a lot of hills and cobblestones, and so the waterfront seems to be like some sort of a haven for them where they can do their thing. And at the same time, we see the waterfront as something that is in transition, because it was something which it is not anymore, and it's becoming something new, but apparently nobody really knows what it's going to be. So we have these two waterfronts, and our idea is to connect, like one idea, overarching idea is the connection of those two waterfronts, those two sides, and to empower, not empower, but to interconnect this community of cyclists, and to give them the chance to develop and to communicate and to share the new meaning of the space. So discover what this place is for them, and discover like the emotionality or the sensibility of this place. And because from the interviews we had the sense that people really enjoy like riding there, and you get the breeze and you smell the water and stuff like that. So at the same time, like there's this thing that that we want to connect those people and to share their stories, so in a very narrative or storytelling way. On the other hand, we try to give them the means through the storytelling to also represent themselves as being present in this neighborhood and as having a stake in that, and having some sort of importance, because there's of course they have an interest in the further development of this waterfront, because there's a lot of thresholds and a lot of construction sites and things like that. So that's the overarching idea, to have this little box that gives them the possibility to interconnect, to leave traces for one another. And we have a couple of different facets of that now. And just the overarching most important thing is that the box is going to have a fan. So when you use it, it's going to blow like cool air in your face. And another thing we think about, which is really important, is a water cooler. So that's just the prerequisites. And one of the more concrete ideas then would be some sort of like just storytelling box. So you push a button, you get the fresh air in your face, and you can tell your story about this place as a biker. So why am I here, or whatever you want to tell, and it gets recorded. A photo gets taken and uploaded on lisbonbikers.com, where you can then explore the bikers there and listen to their stories, and let's see what else is going to happen. We're in the very start. Do you want to take over?
I can try to take over. Let's see. Another thing that we have been discussing in the group is that it maybe would be nice to incorporate not just digital but also analog things. So for instance, we've been discussing if it would be possible to leave messages in a book or something like that, to also make it, to bring in the sensibility of it in more ways. So the other ideas maybe not are plausible, maybe we can't make them, but let's leave that for later to be decided. I'm at least not ready to let go of them yet, because we've been talking about maybe letting the cyclists' bodies also interact and make things happen, not only through pushing the button, but maybe through stretching or something like that, so that something more happens. We also talked about the possibility of signaling to the other side, like others have suggested, and maybe then we could use mirrors instead of blinking lights or something like that. So the analog, the digital is in the other ideas. So what we have here is also maintenance and traces. So that would be a physical book and a toolbox where you can, if something goes wrong with your bike, you can fix it quickly. And then we have that a more mechanical device would activate the cooling of the water, maybe. As also a reminder to everyone that not everything has to be electronic. We can do things in other ways. Okay.